Last week on Throwdown, we talked a little bit about it. You are watching footage from the Destruction livestream pay-per-view. This match was for the vacant IWGP International Wrestling Grand Prix World Tag Team Championships. Ogawa and Marufuji took on Yuji Nagata and Jun Akiyama. Tonight, we talk about the results of this match. Ogawa will be in action, and we talk about the Norton Kobashi situation. Time for Throwdown.
Unbelievable! Such a red Irene! That's good night, Irene! That's good night, Irene!
Bam! You hear that opening bell. Referee Tiger Hattori. In the black and white, you see the man who tonight is coming off a huge match at the Destruction pay-per-view. It's Yoshinari Ogawa. Tonight he takes on the man in the red and white, your IWGP World Junior Heavyweight Champion Jushin Thunder Liger. This is a non-title contest. Later on tonight, like I said before, we will get into it. We will talk about that controversial situation between Kenta Kobashi and Scott Flash Norton. Kenta Kobashi going into the Destruction livestream pay-per-view as the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Fujiwara armbar there from Liger, switches into the modified Rings of Saturn. That night, on that pay-per-view, Scott Flash Norton was the challenger to Kobashi, who came out on top, who is now the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. The most controversial event, the most controversial match, the most controversial finish in Throwdown wrestling history. If you have not seen that event, if you have not seen that championship belt, click on that button, click on that link in the lower right of the screen. Watch that event before we spoil it for you in a couple of minutes. Another thing we're going to spoil tonight is we're going to talk about the outcome right now of the tag championship match. The belts were vacant. And here we see Yoshinari Ogawa and Jushin Liger still going at it. No disrespect to these men. Three-quarter cravat chancery. Snapmare into the crossface. Liger with the boot. The champion back in control now with the RNC, the rear naked choke. We can tell you at this point that Yoshinari Ogawa and his tag team partner, Naomichi Marufuji, fell short at the Destruction pay-per-view. They were not able to beat Jun Akiyama and Yuji Nagata. As a result, Akiyama and Nagata become your first ever Throwdown Wrestling IWGP World Tag Team Champions. We will see them in action in weeks and months to come. But let's talk real briefly before we really get into this action. There you see the Jawbreaker. Let's talk about that championship match. Scott Flash Norton and Kenta Kobashi. I cannot put into words. I cannot verbally express. I have no soliloquy to orate to you what took place on that occasion, but I will tell you, very controversial. Who's the champion? We teased it last week. We've teased it earlier here tonight. And I can tell you, I don't know who the champion is. Is Scott Flash Norton the champion? Is Kenta Kobashi the champion? If you want to get technical, yes, Scott Flash Norton did hook the leg on Kenta Kobashi. Scott Flash Norton did cover the man. The referee dropped down. There was a 3 count. Norton did get his hand raised. Norton was announced as the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. But things went down in such controversial fashion that many fans, many people in upper management, and Kenta Kobashi himself dispute the decision. We will hear more about this in days to come. I can also tell you that Throwdown Wrestling on October 13th, and I'm getting word in the headset now, and he's gonna be here. We were going to talk about something that went down on October 13th, but let's talk about something that's going down next month. I'm just getting word in the headset. Scott Flash Norton next month will return to Thursday Night Throwdown. Schoolboy and Liger kicks out. Scott Flash Norton will return to Throwdown Wrestling, and he's saying he's bringing the belt, and he will put that disputed belt on the line. How will that sit with Kenta Kobashi? Who will the challenger be that night? And hell, is that even an officially sanctioned match? We will bring you more information on that in weeks to come. Now back to tonight's match. Jushin Thunder Liger, like I said, in the red and white. Underarm spin. There's the key lock. The inverted Kimura lock that time. If you will. Yoshinari Ogawa on his knees, now sent outside. Liger, the junior heavyweight, can fly. Far side. Full head of steam, baseball slide drop kick. Yoshinari Ogawa standing in at 5'11", 200 pounds. Jushin Thunder Liger a little bit shorter, but actually coming in a little bit heavier. Jushin Liger 5'7", coming in tonight at about 210 pounds. These two brawl outside. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown, fans. We do this every week. The best wrestlers, the best action, the best commentary you are gonna find. We jam-pack these houses, and here tonight, Jushin Thunder Liger, skull first into that ring post. Yoshinari Ogawa, not a man opposed to taking shortcuts. He'll pull the trunks a little bit. He'll use the ropes a little bit for leverage. Many times people, as I've pointed out in the past, called him Rat Boy, a nickname he garnered for beating a lot of bigger names. With schoolboys, with roll-ups, with cradles, with jackknife pins, and figure 4 jackknife pins. Yoshinari Ogawa now goes into the ring post. Yoshinari Ogawa, a man who knows how to get things done. Jushin Thunder Liger, the longest reigning champion in Throwdown Wrestling. He has held that belt since November of last year. There's that brainbuster suplex in over the top cable. Jushin Thunder Liger back in control here. Hammerlock throw to the far side. The Irish whip. Wait a minute, Liger ducked the head. Sunset flip. 2 and some change, says legendary referee Tiger Hattori. Can you imagine the upset here tonight if Yoshinari Ogawa can defeat Jushin Thunder Liger? But there's the capo kick in this non-title encounter. We have talked about it so many times. Dragon screw leg whip. We've talked about it so many times. Jushin Thunder Liger, a man who's competed for Stu Hart in Canada, Stampede Wrestling. We can talk about the fact that he's competed down in Mexico in CMLL and other organizations. A man who has competed in World Championship Wrestling, competing in both the first ever WCW Monday Nitro match and also the first ever TNA Bound for Glory match. TNA Impact Wrestling also hosted Jushin Thunder Liger and his stable in 2005 and 2006. Jushin Thunder Liger maybe looking for that avalanche brainbuster, but was paintbrushed off. There's a Shote palm strike to return the favor, and once again Jushin Thunder Liger grounds Yoshinari Ogawa here tonight. Yoshinari Ogawa, a man trained in All Japan Pro Wrestling, a man trained by many people, including the now injured Mitsuharu Misawa. Liger finally ends up with that figure 4 leg lock. We've seen him use multiple dragon screw leg whips here tonight to set that move up. Jushin Thunder Liger did not have the best ring positioning, and out comes Yoshinari Ogawa. Ogawa now cinching his man on the Falcon's Nest. For the Hayabusa fans out there, this might be a receipt. Avalanche brainbuster, as they call it in Japan, or the superplex, as they would call it in the United States. Liger drops his man with the Shote, missed with that capo kick. The capo kick, one of the bread and butter parts of the arsenal of Ligers. We see a schoolboy, a 2 count. There was a little bit of change there, but the champion gets out. Liger also known to use the sheer drop brainbuster, as well as the shooting star press, which he innovated. And let's not forget about the Liger bomb and the running Liger bomb. Yoshinari Ogawa will use the belly-to-back suplex hold and the figure 4 jackknife. Speak of the devil, here it is! Sheer drop brainbuster from the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Jushin Thunder Liger. Liger now coming off the top. Jackknife press, the frog splash. 2.5 that time, says referee Tiger Hattori. Shades of Art Bar, shades of the Love Machine. And the late great Eddie Guerrero with that frog splash. Jushin Thunder Liger gonna fight back from underneath. Yoshinari Ogawa that time. Belly to back suplex. Did not keep it for the bridge. Ogawa will stay on his opponent. Slow rotation, nicely done. The Hangman's Noose neck breaker. Liger comes in, scores with the double leg takedown. Let's see if Liger can capitalize here. Picks his man from behind, standing switch that time. Liger back in control, Irish whip to the corner. And once again, Liger goes for and scores with another capo kick. Liger cinching his man up top. Avalanche German from the High Rent District. Yoshinari Ogawa rolls to safety. Will he be safe out there with the high flyer that is Jushin Thunder Liger? Liger now, full head of steam. Tope Suicida. Both men down outside of the ring. I'm getting word in the headset that it's now time to take a short commercial break and make a major announcement about an event you guys will see in early January. The big event of the year. It's almost that time. Fans, stay with us. More of this awesome match. Ogawa and Liger continue right here after the break. We are back from the break, and I do understand that it will be November 13th that Scott Flash Norton will be here in action, will put his, if you want to call it, his IWGP World Heavyweight Championship on the line. I can tell you during the break, this match has broken down into a brawl. Liger spins through, sits out. There's the Lamahi Straw Cradle. 2. Jushin Thunder Liger gets the Duke. He beat Ogawa at his own game with the cradle. Wait a minute. This thing not over. Liger shot in with the double leg. The match is over. These two, there's a low blow. These two still going at it. Fans, we have to get out of this. It is November 13th. Join us. Thursday Night Throwdown returns. Norton, the controversial IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, if you believe he's the champion, will be in action. Follow me on Twitter at Arachnid Soul. It has been your host, Arachnid Soul, signing off, saying thank you and good night.